Alright, this is the White Tiger Knight coming back at you with a AR-15 build. Okay, this is, you can build an AR-15 for under $1,000, a modified AR-15. And I'm just going to go over some of the stuff. This is my AR-15 build, phase 1. I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that I did. Again, it's under $1,000, and you can actually do it even cheaper than I did, and I'll go over the ways that you can do that. But really quickly, just go over some of the upgrades that I think help the reliability of it. The first one is the Magpul followers, and I got those for about $6. They go in the magazine, the GI magazine, because the DPMS Oracle is what I bought. Okay, it's the gun, $705 after taxes. It was $635. I bought it at a gun show. Actually, you can buy them separately, the lowers and uppers, and get them for cheaper than that. And if you buy the lower parts kit and you buy a lower receiver and you assemble it, and then you can buy an upper, you can do it in many cheaper ways. The best thing about building your own is that you can customize with all the parts that you want when you build it, and I didn't do that, but I'm just going to go over what I did basically real quick, and you can learn from my mistakes, I guess. But $705 for the gun's pretty good price. For the DPMS Oracle here, I had to pay, let me see here, about $55. I got this quad rail here, which came with these little pad grips, and also came with this little back plate here, this little rubber piece here that helps with recoil and all that when you're shooting a lot of rounds. For about $55. You can find this quad rail cheaper on the internet through Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime with free shipping, it's even better. So that's something that's important to think about if you're going to build one of these things. I wanted to get a free float quad rail, as most people probably know, but I couldn't get it because of this gas block here. I need a low profile gas block, but I'll save that for later. Again, the $6 magazine followers I think help a lot, especially if you have this with these crappy magazines. You just want to use it. You don't want to pay a whole bunch of money for a P-Mag, and just get these and upgrade your magazines pretty cheaply. Another thing that I did was a Defender D-ring, which is inside this guy right here. It's a D-ring that goes inside your bolt. It's actually the extractor spring. I keep saying ejector spring, but the extractor spring, it goes over in your bolt there, and it actually helps you with feed issues and stuff. I think it's great. And I installed an AccuEdge in it. These things are really cheap. The AccuEdge and the laser bore sighter that I have are about $18, and the cleaning kit here is about $20. Again, you can find these probably cheaper with better deals, but I just had to get it pretty quickly. The M-Bus, these are PTS M-Bus, the Magpul backup sights, and I wouldn't recommend them necessarily, but they're pretty cheap for $26. And then the Angle foregrip here, which is the AFG2, which was only about $13 or something from Amazon Prime. So you can really find places that sell these things for pretty cheap on the internet. So again, that's the AR-15 build for under $1,000. A couple ways you could have done this a lot easier is just buying the lower receiver first, and getting the parts, not even getting a parts kit honestly, or just getting anything that you wanted, trigger group you wanted, and grip you want, stock you want, buffer tube you want, buffer and spring. These are some things that I probably want to upgrade. I would recommend you could get tub springs for the whole setup, and you can actually probably avoid doing this D-ring thing, but it's pretty cheap and inexpensive, and it goes pretty much with the setup as is. So again, I forgot to mention actually the light mount here, but that's included as well. I created this light mount here with two longer screws here, because as most people probably know, you can't fit very large lights in many AR-15 light mounts. So that light mount is actually modified with larger Allen screws and simply fits the light there pretty easily. So most people that have trouble with that, as long as you have this type of light mount or a similar type, you can probably add larger screws in there and fit a bigger light if you want. And the cheap red dot, again, all of it, pretty budget. But again, I think this is just an example of how you can build a fairly okay, I guess, and adequate AR-15 with upgrades and modifications that I think help reliability and accuracy and longevity with under $1,000. I mean, most of these things just stock, just standard issue, will sell for over $1,000. So if you can find a deal, find a bargain, you can do it less for this. This is just my example, the AR-15 build. That's the wire, fail. Anyway, I forgot to mention, this actually right here is included in my price, and this actually will allow you to connect multiple magazines here. and then you can have up to 60 rounds, I guess, in two 30-round mags connected on here. So if you're going to go out, you can just have multiple mags already on your weapon system. You don't have to worry about going to grab for them. And I think it's an effective way to have multiple rounds in a pretty low cost and lightweight and pretty sleek way to hold them, instead of having a big drum or something on there. So I think it works great. There's other ones that come out and they just pop through, and they have kind of a thicker piece here. But I'll look into that later. I think they're a lot more expensive. Actually, I know they are. So the next upgrades I'm looking at, I guess, is going to be, again, having the grip. All these things are going to be changed out. So I really F myself on that. And I would really recommend anybody who's looking to modify an AR to just build it from the start the way you want it, because you're going to end up buying things twice and you're going to end up wasting your money twice. Why did I buy a grip twice? I'm going to have 2 grips, 2 stocks, 2 buffer tubes, 2 buffers, 2 buffer springs, 2 triggers, 2 trigger groups. I already have 2 hand guards. I'll have 2 gas tubes, and it's just ridiculous. So I should have went from the start. So learn from my mistake and build your own AR, and you can probably do it for less than me, but this is $1,000, not so much. That's the White Tiger Knight, signing out.